I'd like to read to you from chapter 28 of A Course in Miracles, section 4, called The Greater Joining. Now, one of the reasons I want to read this to you is because there is a lot of misunderstanding about joining. There's a lot of misunderstanding about how healing happens. There's a lot of misunderstanding about how Jesus is guiding us in our relationships with one another. And I'd like to bring some clarity to that. And this section, I think, is quite excellent in helping anybody understand the true teachings of Jesus. Accepting the atonement for yourself means not to give support to someone else's dream of sickness and of death. He's already telling you, he's advising you, if you want to know oneness, which is not an option, you must not give reality to anyone's dream of sickness and death. And he's not telling you that's optional. It means that you share not his wish to separate and let him turn illusions on himself. Don't let your brother turn his illusions on himself. And you would do that by remembering who he is. Nor do you wish that they be turned instead on you. Don't believe your brother's illusions about you. Stay with the truth of who you are as the Son of God. Thus, have they no effects? If you don't accept your brother's dreams about you, they will have no effect upon you. This is like Jesus saying, you did not give me life, so you cannot take it away from me. Even though they would say, oh yes, watch, we'll kill you. So what did he do after they attempted to kill him? He resurrected to show them that they are not in control of his life. They did not give him life, and they could not take it away from him. Resurrection proved that. He overcame their idea and his idea of death, so that death no longer had any value to him. Having no value, he demonstrated he could not die. Yes? Okay. You are free of dreams of pain because you let him be. Unless you help him, you will suffer pain with him because that is your wish. If you join him in his dream, your wish would be to suffer pain with him. They're sick, and you believe it, and you join them in that sickness, and then you suffer pain. And you become a figure in his dream of pain, and him in yours. So now you've agreed to die together. And I just got done reading to you in that last section that I read that you make a bargain that you cannot keep. So do you and your brother both become illusions and without identity? Because your identity is established by your Creator. You could be anyone or anything depending on whose evil dream you share. You can be sure of just one thing, that you are evil, for you share in dreams of fear. For only in a dream of fear could you experience pain and suffering and die. There is a way of finding certainty right here and now. wherever you are, right now, you can find certainty. Refuse to be a part of fearful dreams, whatever form they take, for you will lose identity in them. Did you hear the first word of that sentence? Refuse. Does that word have power in it? Does it have option in it? So you can do that. You can refuse to have anything to do with an evil dream of fear. You can refuse to have anything to do with fear. You can do that, according to Jesus. You find yourself, by not accepting them as causing you and giving you effects, you find yourself by not allowing your brother's dream to give you identity or being a cause of you. You stand apart from them, but not apart from him who dreams them. Stand apart from your brother's illusion, but not from him, or you won't know yourself, because you will be separate. And there's no love in separating. There is only attack and fear and death. Thus you separate the dreamer from the dream and join in one, but let the other go. So your brother's dreaming, and he's telling you what part you're supposed to play in his dream. And if you do that, you let him define you. You miss him, and you enter into a dream. But you can remember him as a dreamer and let go of his dream. But don't let go of him. The dream is but illusion in the mind. The mind. The mind. Because there's only one. The dream is but illusion in the mind. It's a dream of separate dreams, separate people. But the illusion is in the mind. And with the mind you would unite, but never with the dream. And this is what you've been trying to do. Unite with one another in a dream, rather than in the mind where you can unite. You try to do it with bodies. You try to unite with your bodies, rather in the mind.